Give me one player you think will get cut that will surprise people, because there's one guy every year, and either he's cut or he's traded for nothing. Like last year, it was Trey Sermon. That was a big surprise. Who do you think will be the surprise player who gets cut this year?
Man, it's gonna be. Are we gonna go for someone like a little more prominent or someone surprised? I think it probably. Honestly,
the more prominent, the more surprising. The more prominent, the more surprising.
Yeah, it is. Oh, cut, man. How about not cut, but how about traded Elijah Mitchell?
Sure. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, not cut, because you kind of. I think he has some value there that you could probably recoup. Maybe like a day 2 pick is kind of a stretch. I'd say no higher than a third, but that might be a stretch. A 4th round, something like a 3rd or 4th. I don't know, something that you would get in return, or maybe you throw him in a kicker deal and a Trey Lance that if the Niners are actually going to go in that route. I don't know. I think that's something they could do, because how are they going to look like, saying goodbye to a second year in a row, a 3rd round pick in TDP? That seems like an easy one, a low hanging fruit. But
that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. Ty Davis Price, because I mean, Mitchell's so much better than Ty Davis Price, but Mitchell's always hurt. Always hurt. Yeah. So I was actually going to say Ty Davis Price. I feel like he could be this year's Trey Sermon. Like, you got to show something, man. Because think about it. Mitchell's good, unless they don't want him because he's injury prone. McCaffrey's great. Jordan Mason's good. And there's going to be another undrafted free agent that's going to be good too. So the pressure's on for Ty Davis to show something. They don't really need him anymore now they have McCaffrey, Debo, Jordan Mason. I mean, I don't think they need him. Yeah.
Did Mitchell's entering? Mitchell has a 4-year contract, right?
Yeah, he's entering year 3. So
year 3. I mean,
they could trade him. They could,
because then people would be like, "Oh, he has cost control. We get him for this year and next year." And then if we want to re-sign him, but it's like
probably maybe D'Amico would want him, or Saleh. One of these former guys. Other guys. How about Ambry Thomas? He's got to show something. Though? Maybe not. And then there's Javon Kinlaw. You think he'll be one of the top 53?
Yeah, they're gonna have to keep him in the top 53.
They don't save any money by cutting him. They just have to decide, like, is there someone that we're gonna cut that we don't want to cut to keep Javon Kinlaw? Like, I don't know.
I think they are.
I don't know.
I don't think that's been the Niners' MO to like cut like prominent, top picks like that.
They kept Solomon Thomas.
He's not getting this. But they let his contract play out, though.
Right, but they didn't. They kept him for year 4. They didn't cut him after year 3. So I think they would keep Kinlaw.
Yeah, I think Kinlaw is going to be definitely a keep. Ambry Thomas. Actually, I have Ambry Thomas. Like, could they trade him on draft day somehow? Do like a package? I don't know.
A pick swap in round 7, 10 years from now. They might be able to do that.
Might be like, oh, we saw a cornerback. We need cornerbacks. We saw something in him. Maybe let's just get him in here and let's see if we can work with him. That might be something they could do. Because they've seen they could play as a starter, and he did okay at one point in time. Not recently.
And the last name would be Lance. If Brock comes back, looks good, Sam looks good, and they get an offer for Lance that they can't refuse, he could be a guy. It doesn't get cut, but gets traded. So that would be the last one. I can't think of anyone else. They're not going to trade Brandon Ayuk, will they? No, I don't think so.
If they traded Brandon Ayuk, man, that'd probably be like one of the crazier things. Not crazy, but it's like, why are you trading him now? Like,
just to piss people off.
Just piss people off. It's like, let's just make a trade just to piss people off. That's what we're in the business for. We don't get banners. We just piss people off.
Yeah, that's what especially our fans, our season ticket holders.